there is something that's got your confidence down. I feel like it's like you're internalizing the energy of the people projecting their own stuff around you. I can't help but think that this isn't your vibe, the thing that's lowering your confidence. It's you internalizing some stuff from the external world. Best to be internally motivated, I think, is the theme of your reading here. You're good enough, feel confident in your unique abilities. Cancer, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for March 21st through the 27th. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising as they go through their week. Okay, Cancer, first card out. You are good enough. Yes, you are. Ooh. Confidence is the key to your success. It is. Be confident that you are good enough. It's the key to your success. A time to give rather than a time to take. Interesting. 2 cards in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo, new moon in Virgo. Prosperity lies ahead on the bottom of the deck, which is Taurus, and you've got your new moon in Leo, indicating that confidence is the key to your success this week and that you're good enough. So really being confident and then knowing that prosperity lies ahead and that maybe this is a week to give rather than to take. So instead of feeling like we are owed something, to just know that we're good enough, to feel confident, and to offer, to give, instead of focusing on receiving, but to give, knowing and feeling confident that we are good enough and that prosperity lies ahead. If that's your focus, it is a time to give. And to not focus on receiving, because it's almost like you're so grateful for everything you have this week. I feel like gratitude is sort of coming through here. Let's look at this. What is the quality around these themes? What do we need to look at? We see here indecision. Decide not to make a decision at this time. This will be a constructive, valid, and useful decision. So it might not be, again, it's a time to give rather than take. And sometimes I feel like take might mean taking a decision, like taking a stand. So it might not be the week to do that. Just be confident that your prosperity is assured and that you're good enough and that to stay confident in yourself. But it might not be time to take a decision. It might be time to reflect more and to focus on giving, to sort of dissociate from this idea of making a decision and to focus on giving. Isn't that interesting? Wish granted. Yes, that is what's going to help you manifest your wish. Pisces just got this, I think. No, I don't remember. Someone just got this, though, a different sign. Believe in your abilities as a magic maker to manifest your wishes. They will soon be a reality. Your prosperity does lie ahead here, Cancer, and you can feel confident in that. There is something, though, I feel like there's a decision looming. And right now, I feel like surrendering it, letting it go, and not making it a focus, but just feeling confident that you're worthy and good enough and that you are manifesting something here. Let's have a look at you are good enough. Ooh, that fell on the floor. Let's see. We see direction. Switch gears, reboot, and try a new and different direction. Interesting. Originality. Feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right way. That's interesting. So it's almost like you're being guided to take an original action here, to take a unique approach, but to not necessarily feel like attached to a decision at this time. It's almost like instead of making a decision, it's time to be lighthearted and to trust in this confidence that that's the key to your success, and that no matter how you do it, even if it involves a reboot or trying a different path, or also just being sort of unique. Like, I almost feel like whatever it is that you're working on here is unconventional, Cancer. I feel like you have an unconventional goal or an unconventional way of achieving things. And you're being reminded to really be confident because of how you have an original, unique way of approaching things. And it's okay to have a different way of doing things. It's okay to switch gears and reboot and try a different direction. I can't help but think that the indecision here is sort of like, don't stop trying different things. It's not the time to pick one way of doing things. It's almost like stay open, stay free, stay lighthearted, and do things through oh wow, look at that, transformation. Allow the energy of fear to be transformed by love, creativity, and passion. That's so interesting, and it comes with analyze. Your time is spent well analyzing, but not to get too attached. Exactly. It's like you're transforming right now, so it's not the time to get too attached to one way of doing things. This is a time to sort of explore how original you are and how unique you are and how, your direction might change here because you're transforming. This is a transformation. And bottom of the deck, I just saw the Three of Swords, and the other side of the deck was the Hermit, which makes me feel like, have a look at things, reflect, but don't get too attached on things. And it might not be the week to really pick a very specific path. I feel like you are going to have your prosperity and you're manifesting your wish, but this isn't the time to get rigid. I feel like this is the time to stay flexible and not get overwhelmed by thought. Don't get too attached. Don't get too attached to one way of doing things, because that's going to lead to the opposite vibration here. That's going to lead to a feeling of stress and worry and feeling like you're not good enough and feeling like there's no confidence and feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to work. Is this going to happen? And almost backing yourself into a corner. So just be free, be lighthearted, be confident. And don't worry about fighting and being defensive or having to convince people. I feel like this is where we don't need to convince people of anything. This might not be the week for you to sort of feel like you need to get people to understand your point of view. You're very unique, Cancer, and the way you do things is constantly shifting here. You're moving towards something, and we see here the Hanged Man and the Queen of Rods. I can't help but think that this is all divinely timed, and like you're moving down a path here where your perspective is different than the people around you. So this is not the week to worry too much about what other people think. Whatever other people are thinking about your path, that's actually neither here nor there. You may have people around you that are sort of like wondering what's going on in a critical way and maybe projecting that onto you. So this isn't that week for you, though. I feel like this is around you, but that's why this is the time to give rather than take, in the sense of like, just be open and give of yourself, but you don't need to internalize any of this. This is about the people around you more than it is about you. It's how you're triggering others, but you don't have to internalize that. You don't need to internalize that whatsoever. You just stay confident and trust the way that you do things, the unique way that you do things. And there's the Star card. And the World. Like, you're really sort of like painting a new pathway for yourself that's leading to a new chapter. You're wrapping things up in the sense of doing things in a way that I really feel like you've switched gears here. You've really switched gears here. And there is something that's got your confidence down. I feel like it's like you're internalizing the energy of the people projecting their own stuff around you. I can't help but think that this isn't your vibe, the thing that's lowering your confidence. It's you internalizing some stuff from the external world. And it could be coming from a place of sort of not knowing what to do with sort of being vulnerable and having people pay attention to you, as I look at these other cards that flipped over. But you're being guided to be strategic here as you look into the future with what you internalize and what you see as just gossip. You know, it's sometimes people just have nothing better to do than just look at other people and then project all over them, you know? And that has nothing to do with you or what you're doing. That, you know, people are always motivated to act based on what's going on internally, not externally. So you're really being guided to be strategic here as you look into the future and envision your path ahead with you know, sort of resisting that I don't know what drives it. I guess it's the ego to internalize things that people say and to sort of feel like you can be vulnerable and express yourself without having to internalize the words and thoughts of others. There will always be critics and there will be fans, right? It's best not to internalize either, because you'll either get an inflated ego, you know, which will actually impede you in the long run, or you'll end up feeling bad about yourself. And to just know what you know about yourself internally, you know, and to not need external validation to verify that for you. I feel like that's the key here to you remaining confident as you move forward, is to know you're good enough without needing anyone to tell you that. You don't need that, because if you take the external validation of positive, then you won't be able to help yourself. You'll take the negative too. Best to be internally motivated, I think, is the theme of your reading here. You're good enough, feel confident in your unique abilities. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to share this video if it's resonated for you and you'd like to see more. I hope to see you all again very soon, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Have a wonderful week.